The zombie investment advisor is a person who, in my view, is interested more in the relationship and building a relationship with you than they are managing your wealth in a tax-efficient, intelligent way that gets you positive risk-adjusted returns over time and minimizes your taxes over that time. They care more about your vacations or the lives of your children, where you're living or what's happening with the renovation on your house. I remember going to a mutual fund conference years ago, and it was a fund that had done really, really badly for the previous 4 years. They trotted out all these psychologists and a lot of experts who said, look, you know, your clients don't really care as much about returns as you think they do. Pay more attention to talking about their dreams and so on, what's going on in their lives and what their long-term goals are. And this is classic zombie behavior. I did some work with a financial planner years ago when I was still working for a bank-owned brokerage house who had great emotional relationships with his clients. He was running about $130 million of their money. But he said to me and a couple of other people, because he wanted our help with this client, he said she's got 3 mutual funds and she's paying 2% MERs, or management expense ratios, in each of those mutual funds. And so she's paying 6% of her wealth in management expense ratios. And we sort of looked at each other and was like, the math of that doesn't make any sense. He was sort of incompetent, but people liked him because he was a very personable guy. Being a personable guy isn't a sufficient reason to keep someone on as an investment advisor. Ultimately, clients hire us and use our services because we're going to make them more risk-adjusted returns than they could get on their own. We're going to save them taxes in ways that they couldn't do on their own. Otherwise, why would they hire us? I made that complaint to the organizer of this fund conference, and it embarrassed him a little bit, but it's the truth. I mean, you're not going to hire me to be your friend. You want to hire me because I can spot investment opportunities that you can't spot. I think there's a few ways to spot one. First, they're a person who has no real investment policy or investment process to speak of, who wants to talk about everything under the sun except for past investment performance, doesn't really keep up with academic research. They're not seemingly interested in expanding their product offerings beyond the run-of-the-mill stuff that they offer, only sells run-of-the-mill mutual funds that everyone else does, follows the crowd, has no tax strategy to speak of. They're not going to talk so much about their performance as investment advisors, buying this or selling that and so on. If you don't need to pay for friends, you don't need this sort of person in your life. Give investment advisors zombies the miss, in my opinion. If you like the stuff that you see on this channel, please share the wealth. I think a lot of people could benefit from it. So anyone you know, please forward along the stuff that we're doing to them. As usual, if you're interested in a new topic or something to talk about, I'm very open to doing videos on what people are interested in. You know, send me an email or leave in the comments below what you want to talk about. As usual, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.